Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl, and today we're going to be breaking down this 6-game Katowice, IEM Katowice 2021 Counter-Strike slate. It should be a pretty good one. We got a bunch of close matchups besides Astralis and EG, but we'll get to that one too. All the other ones, the biggest favorites besides Astralis are Na'Vi at -172, so it should be a very, very good day of Counter-Strike. Definitely some good picks in here. We'll go ahead and break it all down along with the DraftKings as well. Before we jump into all that, we're going to go ahead and look at yesterday. Yesterday, we went 3-3, getting wins from Astralis, EG, and Vitality. Losses from FaZe, Big, and G2. G2 losing to Spirit, Big losing to Heroic, and FaZe losing to a rather dominant-looking Liquid team. So, but 3-3 for 6 and 12, 12 and 6 this Katowice slate. So still in the positives, happy about that. And then before we jump into all this stuff, let's go ahead and look at yesterday's DraftKings slate. As you guys know, I was big on FaZe, which did not end up working out for me. I had Twist and Cold Zero on my lineup, which I got swept, so that doesn't really work. I also had ZywOo, which did well. Device that did well, and I had Searson and Keto. Keto I thought was going to be a decent value pick. There ended up being a couple better value picks, but there actually are some good ones on today's DraftKings slate that I want to go over as well. But we'll go ahead and look over the $5,000 first place lineup that won by 9 points. Had Device as captain with ZywOo, Elige, Fallen, who was 3.7% owned, Issa, who was 3.1% owned, and Cadian. So very, very solid contrarian lineup for the winner. So that was quite a good performance for him. $5,000 richer today, and hopefully we can go and win that tomorrow. But if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share it out so we can help try to make some people some money during this Katowice tournament. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Furia and Nip. Well, let's go over 2 6 a.m. games, 2 9:30 games, and 2 1 o'clock games. Keep in mind the 2 6 o'clocks are not on DraftKings. I don't know why, but they should definitely be. But we'll go over these two in the betting standpoint, and then we'll go over all the other ones after that, along with the DraftKings slate as well. Go ahead and looking at Furia taking on Nip, -167 for Nip, +139 for Furia. And for this one, I'm taking Nip. It's just Nip has been looking really, really solid lately. They made it through the plans. They whooped Complexity. They beat Virtus Pro. They've just been on a very hot streak, and I don't think it ends tomorrow. I do like Furia as a team. I'm a fan, but I don't think with Honda they're going to be able to provide what we need to see from Furia in order to beat this red hot Ninjas in Pajamas. So if I'm going to have to bet this one, it's going to be the Nip side. Next up, we get Not As Fun Seer, or Navi, taking on Virtus Pro. -172 for Navi, +142 for Virtus Pro. Virtus Pro is on their way up. They're looking like a really, really good team from the CIS scene. I think they're 6th in the world at the moment, but Navi's number 2 in the world, or they should be number 1 in the world. And I feel like that dominance is going to come out tomorrow, and I am going to be taking Not As Fun Seer, -172. I just think they're going to overwhelm Virtus Pro, and I don't think that Virtus Pro will be able to go and beat the best team in the world. Next up, we get Gambit taking on Mouse Sports, -147 for Gambit, +120 for Mouse Sports. Gambit coming through these, they lost today to, it was a 6 a.m. They lost to Evil Geniuses. Sorry, it was a 6 a.m. game, and it was not on the DraftKings slate, so I didn't remember it. But Gambit did lose today. Mouse Sports lost to Astralis, but both maps I think were pretty close. Actually, no, the first one was not. Second one was. But Mouse Sports definitely looked decent today, so But in terms of this game, I am going to go after Mouse Sports. I do like Gambit, but I feel like Mouse Sports is going to be able to outmatch Gambit tomorrow. I feel like Mouse Sports has just been playing good, and with Dexter as an in-game leader now, who actually fragged out quite nicely yesterday. I just don't see I don't see Gambit being able to outdo him. I think Gambit will eventually be able to get to tops in the world sometime this year. It's just not for Katowice. I think we're saying goodbye to Gambit tomorrow in the playoffs. Next up, we get Astralis and Evil. Oh, sorry, Gambit Mouse Sports. I forgot. Are part of the DraftKings slate. So let's look at this game for right now. We'll go ahead and look at the Gambit side first. $10,000 for Shiro. Way too expensive. I don't care. He's the second most expensive player on the slate behind Device. I'm not interested. I'd much rather go after Device, and there's some other players in that range. Searson would be, well, no, maybe not Searson, but Dexter I like in this range, but I feel like Dupree's too expensive too, but I'm not interested in going after Shiro. Hobbit, I think, is a little bit pricey as well. If I wanted to go after anybody, it would be Axel at $7,200. I feel like he would be the best choice going after Gambit. I'm not really interested in interns or in Nafity. I have a better value play that I like for tomorrow that I think will definitely be able to outshine him. In terms of the Mouse Sports side, I am actually a fan of Mouse Sports tomorrow. I think they're going to be able to do well. I do like Rops in this place. I do like Frozen in this place. I feel like Mouse Sports is going to create a little bit more value. So going after either one of these guys, I'm not going to go after these bottom guys. Acorn 4,400 could be a decent value play if you think that Mouse will be able to win. And all Acorn would have to do is have like a positive KD. Like +1 or +2 to be able to pay out that $4,400 price tag. That's actually a crazy price on them. So maybe going after Acorn might be an interesting. I'm not interested in Bimus, and Dexter is still working his way in as a IGL. I'm not really too interested in going after him. But Frozen, Rops, and Acorn are going to be my three favorite plays from Mouse Sports in terms of DraftKings. Next up, hello. There we go. Evil Geniuses and Astralis. I think this one's pretty straightforward. I'm going Astralis for this one. I know taking Astralis money line is the easy way out, but it's just tough for me to see Evil Geniuses go and beat Astralis. I definitely want to take them over it. Finally, they have Bubs to get the right one. Investor. Okay, I like that he's part of this now. He's not going to play. Do not play him. They brought him in. He's like a 17-year-old phenom that's coming up in the Danish scene. So very interesting to see him on the slate. He's not going to play. So do not play Vester. In terms of looking at some of these guys, I feel like Device would probably be the only one I'd be interested in. I feel like the other guys are just a little bit priced up too much. Glave 6K, but he's the IGL. I don't see him having a positive KD. Zipex, not really too interested in 7K. Magix is too expensive at 8.4. Dupree's too expensive at 9.4. Device at 10.4 is going to be the only one I'm going to be interested from the Astralis side. Looking at the EG side, Tarek. 4,800. That's actually a very, very cheap. There's definitely some value plays on the slate. Tarek, if you think that EG can pull something off, would be a fantastic value play at $4,800. Sarek, 6K. I'm not really a fan. Ethan, 6,600. Breeze, 7,400. If you think EG can pull off an upset, these guys are definitely some very good value plays. I don't see it happening. I got Astralis for this game. But if you guys think it could happen, then those two players are definitely options for it. My computer's being slow again. This is being annoying. But next up, we get to start with some of the 1 o'clock games now. Team Spirit taking on Team Heroic. Spirit going and 2-1-ing G2 today, and then Heroic went and swept big, which we'll see later on the slate. Totally, I did not expect Heroic to come out and just punch Big in the face and can just completely outdo him. And then Spirit looked really good today against G2. I'm actually taking Spirit to win this game over Heroic. So we'll go over the Heroic players first. 9K for Stavin, way too freaking expensive. Cadian, he is the IGL in-game leader for Heroic, so 7,400 might be a little bit too expensive, but at the same time, he was one of the highest scoring players on yesterday's slate. He was on the winning lineup, but 7,800 definitely could be a decent mid-range price for him. Tessus, Nico, Borup, not interested in any of them. Normally, they're not going to be top fraggers, and they're normally not going to get onto the winning lineup. So just X, and X. I have better. I like one play in this game a lot for value, so I'll go ahead and go over that one in a little bit. On the other side, I really do like Dexter at 8,800. He's just been playing out of his mind for this. Looking over, he was not part of that yesterday, so I really can't judge it. But he was playing really well yesterday against G2, so Dexter would probably be the top play for me. Mir, another solid choice. 7,600 definitely could be a decent mid-range price. Young, Copper, Magic's not really too interested in. They just don't score as high. It's going to be Mir or Dexter on the Spirit side for that one. And I like Spirit to go ahead and win the game. Of course, it's going to reload on me and all that stuff. Spirit. Final game of the day, we get Big and we get G2. We saw G2 lost to Spirit yesterday. Big lost to Heroic. G2 did look decent, though. Big did not at all. I don't know what happened yesterday, but honestly, for this one, I like G2 in this matchup. It's hard for me to go and want to go after Big after seeing their performance yesterday and how they've been playing the past couple months. Searson, 9,800, way too expensive. Not even close. Don't like that one at all. Centaurus, 8,200, decent mid-range, but I like some other options in his range. Those including Nico. I'll go over that one in a minute. Dexter for a little bit more expensive. Rops for a little bit cheaper. But I don't like Centaurus as he's a decent but not crazy. Tabson, 7,200. I have better options in that range as well. And then Tizzy and Keto, I have better value options than them as well. Going over to the G2 side, which I really like this G2 side, because when are you going to ever get Nico at $8,000? I'm going to pick that one up right away. He's going to be very, very chalky. I can almost guarantee it. But Nico 8K should be one of my favorite plays for the day. Hunter at 6,800. And then my favorite value play of the day, Almanac, 4,600. Why is he that cheap? He's been playing really, really well the past couple days, and even though we have not seen him since Blast, but Blast, he had a very, very good tournament. He was one of the best fraggers on the team, and honestly, he should be about 6K. But at 4,600, he's one of my favorite plays on the day. Not a captain necessarily, because I don't feel like I have to go that far for it. But $4,600 for Nico, and I'm taking G2 to win this game. That's going to do it for the video. We're actually going to click this one in just to see if we did a parlay, what would be the betting odds on it. Plus 2,699 for me to be right on all these. But that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to like. All of our picks are on that side. Consider them. I think I have a pretty confident feeling about how this is going to go tomorrow. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Follow all of our socials. Link in the description for those as well. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's watch them get Counter-Strike and let's make some money.